Hey, what's up, everybody? I am due for another update. I just started week 3 of cycle 3 of my peptide journey. This is where I, just a regular dude who has no peptides to sell you, is documenting his journey or experiment with CGC 1295 and ipamorelin. I am now in cycle 3, so no, actually just over 7 months in. I have nothing to sell you, so if you're interested in this stuff, I'm a 46-year-old dude that wanted to try it because he saw all these people on TikTok talking about how great this stuff was, but they were all selling it, and I thought, that's weird. I can't find somebody that's not selling it and that's just doing it. So I'm just the regular dude that's documenting and hoping maybe it helps you guys figure out if it's worth it for you to do. So if you haven't already, if you're interested in this, you can subscribe, go back and watch this from the first time that I got my stuff in the mail, which I show you in my very first video or my second video. I documented this process every month or every week of this process. I go over dosing, benefits, side effects, just overall thoughts each week. So my last couple of videos, you guys know that I've had, when I started cycle 3, I've had the first ever allergic reactions of my life. Scared the heck out of me, to be honest. You can go back and watch those videos. There were some issues on, well, it seems strange because I was only getting the reactions on my right side of my body. Whenever I do the injections there, when I moved to my left side of my body, I had zero problems whatsoever. Week 2, last week, I stayed left side only and had zero problems whatsoever. Very easy week. I started the week with lower dosing than I normally would do, and then I worked my way up as the week went on. Then I took 3 days off this weekend. Usually I only take 2. I'm 5 on, 2 off. But because things have been so weird, I decided, is this better to probably go ahead and take an extra day off, give myself a little bit more of a break. So here's where things get weird and interesting. So I started yesterday again, a half dose, starting the week at a smaller dose just because things have been so strange. Left side again, which has given me no problems whatsoever. And I was fine for probably 30 minutes or so. And then I was in bed laying down and I realized, my armpits are itching. That's a new one. My armpits have not itched before. It's always just been hands or my legs from like the knees down, feet especially. So I was like, well, my armpits are itching. This is probably related to the peptides. And then my hand started to itch a little bit. And then I swear my hand to God, can I just get a little bit of consistency and not get any surprise itching? My booty hole itched like no. Look, I'm fine with knowing that something's getting ready to happen, right? If I knew that, if I could just get a little bit of consistency, what I don't want is surprise booty hole itching. Like my entire grundle area started to itch. So now it's my armpits, my hands, my feet, and basically everything that underwear hides. And so that's part of the frustration with this whole process is like, if you've watched my other videos, you know that I'm not really losing any weight and really haven't since the beginning of this process. I did for a bit, but it's back where it normally would be. Still working out just the same. Still probably, honestly, pushing harder at the gym over the last month and a half, 2 months. Still doing cardio twice a week. Doing, from a physical standpoint, all I'm supposed to be doing. The diet could always be better, but that's been the same since the beginning of this process, even whenever I was losing weight. My diet's no worse now than it was whenever I started. And so, I said from the beginning that I would emotionally and financially commit to 3 cycles of this, because this is kind of where they say, look, cycle 2 and cycle 3 is whenever things are supposed to really start happening for you. And they're not. Like, in fact, things are getting worse for me physically. I've never had an allergic reaction to anything in my life, and I'm having them now. It seems like at least once a week with these injections. So just frustration. If this is the way that this is going to be, by the time that I hit the end of this cycle, which is for 2 months, I'm only 2 weeks in at this point, but like, if something good doesn't start to happen, there's no point in me continuing going through with this, because it's just the financial impact of it obviously is not great, but I can't be having these allergic reactions every week. The last couple of reactions have not been as bad as they were during that first week, which has been nice. But like, I'm just not feeling like I'm getting any benefits for anything whatsoever. I don't feel like my muscle has gone up. I haven't done a scan yet, so I'm gonna have to go and get a scan and kind of see what the scan says my muscle's doing. My weight is like I said, where it was whenever I first started. My sleep's not really any better at this point. I don't feel like, from a recovery standpoint, this is benefiting me. I don't feel less sore than I normally would, especially as a guy that's like 46. Like, I don't feel like I'm getting anything out of it at this point. So that's frankly, my update for week 2, and then now going in, starting week 3 is that like I'm just doing this at this point because I financially committed to it. I'm hoping that like something starts to happen, that something miraculously starts to spin for me. But and it's interesting. A lot of you guys in the comments and gals in the comments have talked about how the great benefits, and I love hearing that stuff because I'm glad that you guys got something that I haven't experienced yet. And it might just be that's all that this is that some stuff works for some people and it doesn't work for other people. And the fact that I have developed an allergy of some sort, which I've never had happen in my life, this might just be not for me. But I'm going to stick with it as long as I feel like it's not getting too insane from a health standpoint or too dangerous from a health standpoint. I can handle some allergic reaction and some itching. My doctor actually recommended maybe trying an antihistamine before I do the injection to help kind of mitigate some of that. So that's where I'm at. I'm not even sure what I'm going to title this one. I can't put booty hole itching in the in the title. So, but just I have to almost laugh at this point. The frustration of not just the lack of results or getting any perceived benefits, but the inconsistency has been almost just as frustrating with the whole thing after such a great first cycle. Man, that first cycle was so good. That's it. So wish me luck on the rest of week 3, cycle 3, and I'll do another update in a week. So thanks y'all so much for the comments and all the stuff and everything you guys have been inputting, your ideas, your advice, your insights, your sharing, your caring. I appreciate all that. We'll see you next week.